If this was named that tune, I would fail.
That's several songs.
No, something, something, something,
This is
something.
the way we wash our hands. This is
No,
the
it's not
way
that.
we go to school. Like that's several kid songs.
Is it one that some talks about somebody's? This is the way we go to grandma's house or something.
No, oh my god, oh no. And really, as a woman with that much melanin and you jacked up the rhythm that badly?
What are the words to that song? Oh,
He's all I've got.
all I have.
No,
Say
he's all I've got.
He's
You
all
are
I.
not about to come for me and Whitney Houston and lyrics. That's the one thing. That is the one
I
Jeopardy
know.
category
I
I will
know.
win.
He's all I got. He's all I got in this world.
Well, he's all I've got, is what
Oh, so
the
she
Queen
does.
says.
So there is subject verb agreement there.
Listen, what we don't need from you right now
I
is
just wanted to make sure. Like, I mean, what
he's
we were saying
all
back in the day.
I've got in this world.
Because he's that could be a Jesus. That could be a praise team song.
You know what? And what we're not going to do?
Tell me
we are integrating churches back into the thing. What we are not going to do is make Whitney Houston songs. That's so sad though, because you're right.
I think about say the lyrics. Just say them. Don't sing them, because if you sing them,
I used to cry myself asleep at night. To sleep at night.
Okay.
But that was all before he came.
Let me tell you. I mean,
oh my gosh.
oh.
I thought love had to hurt to turn out right.
Mm.
But now he's here, it's not the same. He fills me up.
Yes. Girl,
he gives me love.
Let me tell you, if we do this too long, we're going to show that this is going to show up on some church praise teams. We really need to stop, because
listen, and I'm here for it. I am here for it.
We will understand it, but
he's all I've got in this world.
He is all the love.
Listen, because you have to change that. Unless we're talking strictly about Jesus.
Yeah,
he's all the man that I need. Yeah, come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now. We are churchy kids.
All right, so what we need to talk about is these dang blasted. Since we are talking about Jesus and the Word and the Bible, this infestation of loci. Let me tell you what I don't need.
The cicadas.
Oh my goodness, Danita.
They're coming to get you.
They're here hard. And I keep saying they're going to be gone. Like somebody said they were supposed to be gone. And I'm like, y'all should be gone by now. Even though I only saw maybe a couple today, but it is the most disturbing experience I have ever.
Here's the thing. Whenever a species disappears for 17 years,
how about that?
I feel like everybody should be afraid when they return. I would like to understand. There's so much about this that I feel like we just don't understand. Like, why only where you live, right? Like maybe the valley is too hot for them. I don't know. I don't know how plagues of Egypt work in modern day times.
We are not calling I think it's called the brood X. So it happens. Apparently, that cycle happens multiple places. Here, Ohio, but where it's happening here,
Ohio, yes,
it's hitting like a bunch of places all at the same time. That's why it's like 1 trillion of them out.
No, so I was watching the news and you all legit showed up. People thought that there was a storm coming.
What?
People thought that there was a storm coming, and on the weather radar, and they realized that it was a cloud of cicadas that was showing up on the weather radar. And that to me, when I was just like, I'm not gonna visit.
Well, think about it though. It's only every 17 years. So just 16 out of the 17 years. I know now though, if we're still here in 17 years, I'm just gonna take this whole year off. This is gonna be an off year for me. What is it
You know,
called? It's gonna be a gap year.
a gap year in
This is gonna
Maryland,
be
like we're gonna live someplace else.
this is gonna be a
No,
gap year.
I had a friend on social media that was just like I don't know if they were eating their salad outside or something, but a cicada like
No.
flew directly into their salad.
Hmm.
And the post was basically like, a cicada flew into my salad. I'm in heaven with Jesus now.
Did they eat it?
No, I mean I know that's a thing, but
It is a
ew.
thing.
Mm-mm.
It's a thing. So the cicadas, um, yeah, it's like a whole delicatessen here. Like it's just people are. I actually, there are people that are actually picking them off the trees and they snatch off their wings and put them in bags so that they can go and saute them. Like they're making deep fried cicadas and cicada cookies. And I think somebody said like it's similar to like a Philly cheesesteak, but it's a Philly
So
cicada.
you know that feeling you get like right on the roof of your
Oh,
mouth slash near your
wow.
uvula where you're just like, I think I'm gonna throw up. I have that now because first of all, can we talk about the fact? Okay, I did a preacher thing.
I
Can
know.
we talk about the fact?
Church kids. Hashtag church kids.
Can we talk about the fact that you all cicadas have STDs? Can we talk about that?
Okay, wait, stop. Wait, we're gonna. So, first of all, I don't even know how to respond to the. We can talk about it.
It needs to be addressed. I feel like you
We
being
can't just.
the physician that you are, we need to talk directly to the cicadas and be like, look, y'all, protection, okay?
Yeah.
Because
So they don't have no. They don't have no barrier methods, Danita. Wait a minute. What are you? They're only here every 17 years. Who's even going to market those? You're not going to
listen,
make a profit. Yeah. So
I'm saying that you need to be out here selling cicada condoms
stop saying
because
that. You said
this joint is I read it.
cicada
I read about it. Like
diagram.
they catch it and then like their whole genitalia falls off. It's crazy.
So apparently it does. Yeah. So apparently it is a fungus that affects their whole abdominal cavity and their reproductive parts. Yeah. It turns white. Post, you got to put this picture on there. You know, I want.
No, we're not gonna because we actually
No, but
want people to watch.
I have to give you these pictures. And I'm gonna find one because I think we got some over here on the
No,
deck.
I
No,
know
seriously,
there are
I'm gonna go
pictures.
over
I
here.
saw the pictures.
Okay, all
I
right.
saw the pictures.
So, and what happens is they're unable to mate, but they still have that. Because think about the polo cicadas. You know, they've been in the ground for they've been in the ground for 17 years. They out, and their only purpose within their 4 weeks lifespan is to get their mate, do their thing, and die. So there is an urgency that they have. Girl, I just feel like this is also some sort of speech that needs to happen to single women and men. Don't
Listen,
be a
everyone that is not practicing safe, like,
Don't
can
be a
we just go
cicada.
ahead and segue because you were
Wait, wait, wait,
describing
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait,
You
wait.
were describing, and even the picture like reminds me of those pictures they used to show in sex ed to like terrify people into abstinence.
Yeah, the problem is the cicadas are half blind and they can't read pictures, so they're not. So this thing is they have this whole white stuff on them, this fungus. I can't remember the name of the fungus. Just put it in post. And apparently, not only are they unable to really mate because their whole bottom parts are falling off, just don't function, but they're hypersexual. So their desire to have sex is even higher, and their desire is non-gender specific.
Well, listen, this is a whole soap opera.
This is a whole
As
soap
the cicada
opera.
world turns, right? Days of our cicada lives, right? General
Really?
Hospital cicadas.
Yeah, and honestly, if they slowed down, I'd probably like shoot them up with some doxycycline or something if I thought that it could help.
I feel like you need to do that experiment.
No.
Like just catch one and see if it works.
Okay. Maybe you missed it. I'm a gynecologist. I did not go into etymology. I don't do insects.
This is a problem. We should have had we I thought etymology was the study of words.
Oh yeah. Wait, wait. Which clearly I didn't study that either. Wait a minute. You can take that out because I look like an idiot.
No,
Oh my
that
God.
stays in.
Wait,
That was hilarious.
wait a minute. Okay, insect. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
Wait, I need to make some changes on the take that doctor part out. Okay.
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, the study of
Because you said it with so much confidence.
I did. That was entomology. Oh, that was amazing. Entomology. I said etymology. Woo. Girl,
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Well,
glad
we're
you.
back. In
I,
case nobody knew.
I'm glad you had some integrity and you fixed it. What a joke. So yeah,
That
oh
inside
my
joke was
goodness.
brought to you by Never Will Be Explained in Public.
Never girl, did I say etymology with the confidence?
With
Oh my
confidence.
goodness. Oh,
Listen, though, I feel like that's how people need to approach everything, though. Approach it with confidence.
yeah,
That's
be
what
loud
happens.
and wrong.
How many lectures have you been to where the person was talking
100%.
and they said something and you were just like, "What did you just say?" But
100.
nobody caught it. Like nobody caught it. I was at a function,
Mm-hmm.
because around this time of year, functions are happening now. The world is opening back up, so people want to do stuff in
Yep,
person.
you done got their shots.
Yeah, everybody's got their shots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag, whatever.
Shot.
And this guy was giving this speech to a graduating class,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about the altitudes of planes, right?
Okay.
And he was just like, yeah,
The
because planes,
altitude of an airplane.
an airplane,
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
He was just like, yes, because when planes, when they reach 30,000 square feet, and he just kind of
Okay.
kept, going or whatever. And so, of course, I was just like, when they what now? Square feet, right? Right at the moment that I was tilting my head and going, what? Your dad was also there on a completely different side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Text me and was just like, square feet? Of course, in moments like that, you have to keep your composure. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think anybody else caught it.
Yeah. But that being said, I do have to say that I'm really bad about autocorrecting. Probably in times where I
Mm.
should, like with the entomology thing. I'm really bad about autocorrecting, and I know I've heard people talk, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure they didn't mean that, so I just autocorrect it. I give them the benefit of the doubt, as I hope everyone gives me.
Wait, so you're saying when you hear a person talking and they say something incorrectly, you automatically
I
correct it in your head and
automatically
keep going?
correct it and keep it moving.
You do to people's vocabulary in real life, in real time, what phones do to text messages.
How about that? What Siri should
Wow.
be doing in mine, but she's
No, your Siri is disrespectful. That's interesting though, because I wonder if that has something to do with like our fields of study. Because for me, I'm gonna stop a person just like I did you just now, and be
yes,
like,
that was
no, no,
fine.
no, no, that's not correct.
Yeah, but think
Whereas
about
you're
it.
just like,
But
you keep going.
but so think about when, like in my field, if I'm talking to somebody and I say, "Tell me about your symptoms." It's not the time for me to say, that was incorrect. Or like if I can put the pieces together while they're talking, I'll do that. But I don't want to interrupt them while especially they're opening up and talking about things that are personal, and I'm a gynecologist, for goodness sake. I'm not.
That's fair, and that's very sweet of you.
Now, what I will do is sometimes I will clarify, like, do you mean airplanes? just so that I don't. And you weren't wrong. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding the right thing.
Well, but that's like different because you want to, because again, the punchline would not have worked if people thought I was talking about like different planes of space, right?
Right.
That actually works with square feet, right? But not aeroplanes that go in the air. That's not how they measure altitude. But
Yeah.
but that's interesting that
But,
you have that.
but can we go back to the cicadas?
We can.
Well, only because you specifically brought the cicadas to my field and decided that you wanted to talk about the STD piece. I'm going to put the cicadas in your field
Why?
because y'all just haven't done that episode yet, but you have done very similar episodes.
Episode episode of what?
Like Sharknado. Like literally, if I'm walking and they're flying around me and they're hitting me because they're blind, I thought about Sharknado. I mean, except they were eating people, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some stuff that's just not going to be interesting on screen. Like the cicadas, the most fun for people on the outside is watching you all freak out about it. But like, they're not dangerous. Like what is that? See, when you're writing a film or movie or a television show or whatever, there has to be some sort of high stakes for your protagonist for us to be worried. Y'all just got blind big flies flying around. Like there's legit no danger involved at all.
As
Like
you say that in the comfort of your Alabama home.
I do, but it's true. Cicadas are
Mhm.
not flying around biting y'all and giving y'all
No,
diseases.
no, they're
Y'all
not.
are biting them. So the fear of them is probably more intriguing. Like it's a mind over matter kind of a thing. People in Maryland, if the cicadas are still in full force, or Ohio or Texas or Tennessee, when you were watching this episode, listen, they can't hurt you. Okay, they can't hurt you.
No, they'll be gone by the time, because I'm hoping that's wishful thinking, I
Are
guess.
they decimating crops? Like, I just want to understand, like, other than just having sex with each other.
So apparently, the trees that they end up and they, apparently they made the larva go down into the ground, and apparently those trees really thrive after. So they seem to be helping the environment.
So you all have a swarm of blind, harmless insects that help the environment when they emerge every 17 years. And you people,
Not you.
you Marylanders and Texans and Ohioans and Tennesseans are just like, when's it going to be over?
Yeah. You come on up here, visit.
This is what's funny. I've always been in the towns that cicadas show up in, either right after they leave or leave right before they show up. So like I missed the Tennessee brood when I was in college. I came up literally the year after. We missed the Ohio brood when we moved it. So it's really funny to me. But I remember somebody talking about how one year it was so bad that like they were coating the highways and people were getting into car accidents because you cannot apparently drive on cicada carcasses, which, I guess fun fact, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I know that my windshield looks horrible.
Ew, oh, you're killing them? You should.
I'm not on purpose. Oh my goodness. You sound like one of your kids. Not on purpose. They're running into a car going 70 miles an hour. What am I supposed to do? Dodge them? No. I just want them to go away. Anyway.
There is a minor inconvenience.
Okay.
To something that is going to make everything better, allegedly, according to you. I mean, I would understand you all's disdain for them if they were like legit locusts. Like then I'd be like, no, it's time.
They are the size of locust. They are like this big. Well,
they are not that big.
This big.
Here's what's funny, and there are more dangerous things to be afraid of. Okay, black widow spiders, smaller, deadly. Okay.
Wait.
You are making this everything tonight. Like I'm absolutely loving what you are.
I was actually swatting the cicadas, and then I realized something was flying towards me, and it was a hornet. And I was like, "Oh, that's not a cicada." And if I swat it, it's going to react very differently.
And hornets are jerks.
They will follow you home.
Hornets follow you until they sting you, and they live through their stings. So it's not like bees where they sting and then all of a sudden their life is over. I unfortunately had an encounter with a hornet hive, which was unfortunate for me because I'm severely allergic. So
No, 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 no. Not severely. Like you have a flat out anaphylactic. My throat closes because
yeah.
I got one mosquito bite. Or allergic.
Fun fact, it's a delayed reaction though. Like that's what's fun about it. Like it doesn't happen right away. That joint pops up like
It
6
is delayed.
hours later.
24 hours.
Yeah.
How long?
6 to 24 hours, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what happened with you and the hornets?
8 to 48 hours, whatever.
48 hours.
No, I was
72 hours to 3 weeks.
It's like after that, we know that's not what it is. Like you clearly get to something else. No, so I was working part-time at a we'll say a very famous soap store. Bath soap, you know.
Oh, we can't say it?
I don't know if we can say it.
Bath and Body Works. Okay, go ahead. I said it too fast, so they're not going to catch it.
No, I was working part-time. This is when I was younger. I'm saying younger, but I was like early 20s. Like I had just gotten married and, you know, working part-time, make a little money in the summer. And I was
get discounts.
You know, it's funny. It's really not as significant as everybody thinks, but whatever. But I was on floor duty and trash duty. And so trash duty, you just kind of pack up the boxes that you just unpacked and stocked, and you got to take them to the dumpster. So the back of
heard this story before?
I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
I grab up all of the boxes or whatever, go outside, and there's a large dumpster that's actually was shared by several different stores in like this little alleyway. So like, you know, those little secret compartments like in these outdoor malls that you don't even know exists, where they hide like the dumpsters and all this stuff. So it wasn't no food or anything. So I go and I take the boxes. Dumpster's already open, so I'm like, bet I don't have to touch a dumpster because I'm a little bougie, and I drop the boxes into the dumpster, and as the boxes hit, and then a balloon of hornets rise up out. And I lied to you not.
Wow.
In my head, I was just like, today's the day I'm gonna die. Like I just like right, because for a person, listen, I forgot what we call our fans. Listen, techies, I think that's what they're called. Listen, y'all.
For the sake of discussion right now,
there is nothing more frightening for a person that is allergic to a very specific thing to be faced with that thing head on. Like, I just feel like a person, it would be like if you sent a person with a nut allergy into a peanut butter factory. It's just like, why are we? So I was standing there and I realized I was just like, maybe if I stand really still, just for a second to kind of let them, because they were angry. I had dropped the boxes on the nest.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so
you targeted their babies.
Whatever, I don't care. They were angry and mad. And these were like the and I'm not a entomologist.
Don't. Go ahead.
But they were, I'm pretty sure yellow jackets are a type of hornet. I'm pretty sure they are. But it's the type that, I don't know. It's the type of hornet or yellow jacket that builds low nests. They don't build them high. They build them lower in the ground on purpose.
No, I think you're right. I think those are yellow jackets.
Yeah. So
ask your Siri.
Right. So I stand there, I'm looking at them, they're swarming around, they're pissed, like, and they're loud. And so I just slowly start backing away from the dumpster. And my whole thing was just like, I just need to get to the door. Like, just let me get to the door and get back inside and then I'll be fine. I get to the door and I'm standing there, they're still swarming around and whatever. I turn my back, I put my hand on the handle to get back into the store. And this one lone yellow jacket comes, stings me on my finger.
Oh, because they were like, no, we're gonna get you.
No, we're gonna get you. But at least it was only one. So I go back inside to my shift,
Hmm.
and I tell the manager, I'm just like, here's the deal. I'm allergic to anything that stings.
Hmm.
I just got stung by a yellow jacket outside. There may be some respiratory issues that may pop up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just letting you know that if I tell you I gotta go, that's where I gotta go. So
Hmm.
she was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm fine. She's like, do you have an EpiPen? I was just like, not here, because who expects to be stung at work by an insect when you're, like, who expects
Right.
that? Shut up. I don't need that from you. I was 24 years old.
You
So
saw what I was about, because I was
I
like, what is going on here? Go
hashtag carry your EpiPen at every. I get it.
ahead. Hashtag be prepared.
I worked the rest of the shift.
Okay, stop it. Stop. No, no, no,
I worked the rest of the
no,
shift.
no,
Wait.
no,
Go home,
no.
cook dinner.
Oh my goodness.
Eat with hashtag the boyfriend, nickname for the husband. That's what we call him, right? Eat with hashtag the boyfriend. Lay down, go to sleep. Right around midnight,
Oh,
my husband wakes me up, and he's just like, "You're wheezing in
oh
your sleep,"
my goodness.
and I'm just like, "I'm fine, but I'm noticing I can't really form my words well." So he was just like, Did something happen today? Like, did you get stung by something, or
Oh wait, so you all didn't talk about this over dinner? Because that's a pretty significant experience of, hey honey, what happened to you at work? You know what happened to me? I was taking the trash out. Like, you should have been able to segue into that really easily, so he would have been prepared
he
before
was
he
not prepared.
respiratory. Oh my goodness.
Mind you, we're having this conversation in pitch blackness. He's just like, "Did you get stung by something today?" I was like, "Oh yes, that did happen today. I got stung by a yellow jacket." He jumps up
Oh,
and he flips on the light and he looks at me, and I saw, like, it wasn't horror as much as it was just like, I knew
you
something
looking like
was.
Will Smith on Hitch. All
So
right.
we get to the ER, and apparently, as soon as he walks in with me, everybody in the ER is just like, straight to the back. Like, you gotta go. There was no triage.
Did you not see yourself?
I had not seen my face.
Okay. All right.
I had not seen my face.
Benefit
So
of the doubt.
I was sitting on the edge of the bed. They send the doctor in right away. And y'all know how ERs work. Like, you don't be seeing them jokers for a little bit. She comes in instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, okay, wow, all right. So what happened? And PJ's like, she got stung by a yellow jacket, this and the other. She's like, that's the other. I turn to her and I'm just like, I'm fine. She looks me dead in the face. You'll love this doctor. She was just like, say that without spitting on me, and I'll let you go home.
The shade of it all. What's her name? Because I love her. So can you imagine the anger and all of that of a hornet in the size of a cicada?
Which is why I think that whatever higher deity you believe in um, gave us a pass on that.
Grace and mercy, girl.
God was like, you know what? If I'm gonna make them this large, let's just make them bumbling idiots.
Yeah. Bumbling, blind,
Bumbling
idiots.
blind idiots that just want to have sex and go back to bed. Like, that's legit.
Have sex and die. Simple life. Simple life.
Wake up in the morning, maybe eat a little tree trunk or whatever, and then have sex and die. And the babies wake up and they want to go back to bed. Like, that's I feel like that's what mercy looks like. Like, if you need an example of mercy, it's in the lifespan of a cicada.
I don't know how we got there. Like, I feel like we've gone back to
Gina,
like, literally.
It's a sea of substance.
No, there's none. There's no seas. There's no substance. There's nothing. There's just nothing. We can't.
That's our sea of substance.
We can't. Don't even post this recording. It's just a hot. crazy mess between me trying to figure out the study of cicadas.
Oh,
Girl,
this has been great.
and I'm thirsty. I don't have no water.
I have water today. I have coconut water.
Oh, that's a
Hmm.
good hydrator. Nice. But it's pink.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's think about that.
It's the harmless harvest, and they tell you they're just like, hey, because this is a rare coconut water, sometimes your bottle may have pink in it. And I'm just like, okay then.
And you just accepted that.
Listen, it's delicious
Okay.
and nutritious,
Yeah, it's time to go.
and it
You're
hydrates the throat. So
we have to go.
guess who's back? Guess again.
Guess who's trying to get back? I don't know.
Friend.
I'm out.
Bye, girl.
Bye.